my name's Sonny. I'm 37 years old. I'm from London. I'm a part-time trader and I also run operations for P8FX. So it's been a long time coming. I was originally looking to get into trading about 10 years ago. Didn't find a company that was passing the due diligence when I was looking into them in depth until I found P8FX. Funny story actually. So I was working for Mercedes-Benz in Watford at the time, and Priyesh walked into the showroom to meet one of his friends who was a manager of mine. And you know, I'd actually been to college with Priyesh when we were 18. This was the first time I'd seen him again. And he was sat down. There wasn't really anything he was doing. He had his laptop open and there was a few people on Zoom. And I was curious, so I asked him what he did. And the moment that he told me that this is what he does for a living, I was just trying to throw my money at him, basically. When he first came into the showroom, after that point, you know, I met with him a couple of different times. And again, the chap who was my manager, he was actually a friend as well. So, you know, straight away, he was already interested in it, and he's actually one of the students in the academy as well. I had to wait 6 months before I got on.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I mean, for me, I didn't have any idea what trading would entail, right? So the fact that P8FX has put everything into an easy to understand format that I can, you know, learn, and the community that it's built, like the journey's just been phenomenal, you know. I see other people who have joined at the same time as me doing well, saying it's similar to my trading and my technical analysis is improved. Yeah, it's just a non-stop, never-ending journey, and it's a really exciting field to be in, really exciting environment. We have a pulse on a lot of, you know, world affairs. We're constantly, you know, talking about trading. Yeah, I just really enjoy it as a way to make income, really. Losses are one of the toughest things to deal with. You have to look at it as, and I think you mentioned here, part of the game. It's part and parcel of what trading is. When we use our stop loss, our risk management, that alleviates a great deal of that anxiety, right? So we're not, anything I'm losing, if I'm losing more than what I should be, that's because I'm doing something incorrect. So I'm not managing my risk, I'm moving my stop loss or something like that. One of the things I like to do to make sure that I don't do that, we have like a checklist. So I like to use a checklist. So it's very robotic for me, right? So I don't get into some of this emotional elements of it, you know. So I like to find a method and find some sort of process around that method and then follow that through, whether I like it or not. You know, I don't want my emotions to play a factor in it. I want it to be very, I suppose, structured in that sense, right? I know exactly what I'm going to lose when I go into the trade, and if it goes against me, it is what it is, and if it goes in my favor, hey ho, dinner's on me. It still hurts when you lose, okay? It always hurts when you lose. We just have to become more accustomed to being comfortable with those losses, and that is, I think, takes time and, you know, conditioning over a period of time. Once you get used to it, you realize, oh, you know, I've got a couple that went against me, but I've got like 10 that went for me, right? So you need to balance those two elements out. So I think that's twofold. The first thing is you have to know what your end goal is. What I mean by that is you have to understand what trading is going to give you as an individual, right? You know, I'm someone who wants, freedom is really important to me. Being able to have access to my time and allocate my time where I see fit is very important to me. So for me, trading is a vehicle that's going to get me there. You know, once I've mastered this skill, and you know, there are so many other elements of trading, such as the fact that you can work remotely. I think everyone has experienced over the last 18 months or so what can possibly happen in the world. And you know, I think Forex as a skill, as a business, has taken off a lot in the last 18 months. I think there's been a lot of noise, that, you know, so that to me is always going to be about upskilling to a point that I know that regardless of what happens, if I have money, I know how to manage it, I know how to grow it, and I know how to multiply it. So for me, again, it's going to be based around my lifestyle, right? So I want to wake up and I want to be able to be on my own time. I want to go race cars. I want to go traveling. I want to wake up on in some random place somewhere and know that I can jump on, I can make an income, I can then go and do some sightseeing, go do some traveling, go experience what the world has to offer, and then still know that I'm making income, still know that I don't have to rely on someone else to be able to, fund my lifestyle. And yeah, just live life really, right? Great question. And we get this a lot. The thing about P8FX is that we're an educational business more than anything else. It's an educational platform. It's not about providing signals. It's not about buy here, sell here or anything like that. And it's not cookie cutter material. We spend a lot of time on the material that we put out. We spend a lot of time with the students. The community on the Telegram is absolutely paramount to the success of P8FX because we all support each other. These are just some of the elements. One of the things that we've got coming up soon is going to be an event on October the 3rd. It's going to be based in Wembley, just near Wembley Stadium. And I'm sure that P8FX will send out some more details, but it's going to give a lot of people an opportunity to come and see what we do and how we do it. We want people to experience this because if I know this is going to be the vehicle that's going to change my life, I want this for the people around me, because it's no good being, traveling everywhere, but your friends at work or your partner's having to go to work. So this to me is something that I want to introduce to as many people, and I already have done family members, friends already, and this is why I'm so much of a champion for of P8FX in general, because I just believe in what they do, and we do it. It's going to sound a little bit, egotistical, but we do it a lot better than very, very many providers out there. When you're learning a skill such as trading, which is really emotional, really challenging to pick up, then having someone there to support you when you fall, or at least give you some form of solace that don't worry, there's going to be a light at the end of the tunnel, that's paramount to people maintaining this over a period of time. A lot of people come into trading think that it's going to be some sort of, I'm going to make quick money because I saw my friend buy Bitcoin and now it's 60 grand and they're a millionaire. They've not understood that actually this is a very difficult skill to learn, and you need to put time and commitment in, and that is when the family, the community, that's when you've got them guys there. You're not lonely. You've got someone who's going through the same thing, and you've always got someone to bounce off of. So for me, community is just paramount.
Brilliant. Sonny, it's been lovely hearing your story with P&FX. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Kareem, man. I appreciate it.
I'm happy you managed to get your lunch after your gym.
Tell me about it. Well, actually, where am I? I have my laptop out. I'm still charting. We're still, we still got some other guys out here who've just gotten into some pairs as well. This is the freedom I'm referring to, and it is where are we? Wednesday afternoon?
Nothing stopping the sunny trading train.
Not at the moment. Not at the moment.
Brilliant, man. Thank you very much.
Thanks, man.